Hello, my name is Robert Brooks. The class is Java 1. The term is 1502. This is my Fundamentals Week 2 walkthrough video. In this video I'm going to go over a bunch of the changes, the functional changes and cosmetic changes that were required for this project in the Week 2 of this application. The first thing I want to go over is the alert dialog that I've used. The two button, we had to add an OK, or we had an OK button before, and then we had to add a remove button. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm just going to type a few things here. And then when you click on the item in the list view, it will have an OK and remove. The OK just simply dismisses it and goes on as normal. If you click the remove button, it will actually remove it from the array list data collection as well as the list view. And you'll notice that the number of entries and the average length of entries will also go back to the default text. The next thing I'll look at is the Spanish testing. Actually, let's look at the title of the main activity. You'll notice on the title bar it says it worked. If you go out to the application view, the name of the application is actually just testing, and there's the square blue or the white box with the blue check mark in it that was also required. So this is the name of the app, and but the app is it worked. Now let's go over the Spanish, the supporting of Spanish and English text. So let's hop on over to our selection, or our settings. We'll go ahead and switch the language to Spanish. Alright, and let's hop over back to our application and see what that does. The first thing you'll notice is all static text in the application is now Spanish. You know, it's funciono means it works. Enter the text here, submit, presentar, and then the number of entries and the average length of the entries. We'll go ahead and enter something here. Enter my name again. Submit it. And you'll also notice that the alert view, all the static text in the alert view, the remove, and the OK have been translated into Spanish. So we'll go ahead and remove that, set back to the default text. So as far as the functional changes, that and the alert dialog went fairly easy. I would say the hardest thing, to be honest with you, was changing the just testing, was keeping the name of the app, figuring out how to keep the name of the application, but changing the title activity. And that was all done in the Android manifest. And basically what I did was let's click these here so you can see it. I put the Android label for the activity, the main activity, to be equal to the main title, which is a string that I added right here. It worked. And then what I did next is put this intent filter here, and created the label for the actual app name, the launch icon, or the launcher icon name, and that's where the just testing came in. So as far as the strings, it makes it real easy in Android Studio to add strings. Like basically all I did is took all my strings, my static strings from my strings XML file, created the exact same thing but translated them into Spanish via Google Translator. As far as the alert view, that was pretty simple to add. It was fairly simple just to add the set negative button to it, and it was fairly simple, and just update the text and calculate the average again, and put the text views back to default. So as far as the hardest thing, I would say that figuring out the just testing part, which seems pretty easy, but it was more difficult than I thought. It was just more confusing than I thought. But everything else went smoothly, and I look forward to week 3. Thank you very much.